Trainers, welcome back. Kardmi has had one of its biggest updates in quite a while. Honestly, since the launch of Season 2, this is the biggest update that they've had. Added some really cool stuff. And we're going to go ahead and dive into it because I think there's a lot of things that you're going to be excited about, especially if you haven't finished the campaign in Season 2 yet. So let's go ahead and dive in. So, my short time covering Kardmi content, one thing I've been consistently impressed by was the transparency of the developers as well as their ability to take criticism and actually make meaningful changes to the game. And that's no different here. We have a new update that just launched this morning, or depending on your time zone, last night. I know for me it was this morning. Pretty impressive changes that I'm pretty excited about. I got my hands on them and tried them a little bit already this morning, and they're good changes. I think overall they really help kind of balance out some of the complaints that people had about whether or not the game is pay to win. It really puts the free players up a rung. They get to go a little higher than they were and closer to those paid players. And I never really thought that was a big gap there anyway, but this kind of closes that gap that did exist. So if you sign on the Discord, you'll see this message: Dear trainers, we will conduct server maintenance Sunday, July 19th, 2026 at 10 p.m. And it's going to take about an hour. Compensation items will be distributed after the maintenance. So here are the patch notes. Added Journey Premium Rewards to the skill of vending machine. And after getting rid of those patch notes, I'm actually going to show you guys hands-on what this stuff is. I know I have some people in my comments saying you should really show the things you're talking about as you talk about them. But I'm gonna try to take that more to heart. My recording equipment, everything I do is on my phone, so it's kind of hard to do in some cases, but I'm trying to work on it. But here, I'm gonna read all the patch notes that'll show you guys what I'm talking about there. So they said added Journey Premium Rewards to the vending machine. Claim milestone rewards after reaching a certain amount of skill pulls. Like I said, I did see this morning. Really good rewards you get in these milestones. Really good, and we'll talk about them. It said also added the Wish Resonance system to the skill vending machine. Trainers can select a Wish skill, and when pulling skills, you'll earn additional skill card points that can be used to obtain selected Wish skill through Wish Resonance. Now, when I first read this on Friday, because we got this news, I believe it was Friday morning, I looked at this and I was like, that sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I just read all that and I have no idea what any of that means. But now that I have seen it, I've seen it in action, and I've got my eyeballs on it, makes a lot of sense. Basically, the long and short of this is, like I said, I'll give you guys a visual here in just 1 second. The long and short of this Wish Resonance is, how you used to get the tokens or the points for pulling duplicate cards that you've already maxed out their stars or their ranks. Basically, this gives you a reason to spend that currency. Like I said, it's a good system. I'm glad they added it. Added fortune task to the Kardmi handbook. When daily tasks refresh, there's a special chance for a special fortune task, which will reveal valuable rewards to appear. I don't actually know if I've seen this or not. I have to take another look at my game. I'm not sure if I've seen the fortune task. They added the the shiny, the shiny Kardmipedia, not the Shardbee. Definitely not the Shardbee. Trainers can now view all shiny Kardmi and track their collection progress. The Black Tortoise Pagoda adjustment. The initial rage turn, whenever the Kardmi enter rage, status has been delayed from turn 10 to turn 15. I'll be honest with you, any of the floors I've ever done have never made it past turn like 5. So I'm not familiar with the rage system, which is wild because I've been playing the game for quite a little while now. When using Kardmi level swap, trainers now can choose whether to automatically unequip the selected Kardmi's gear and reset its effort. That's a pretty good change. Balance adjustment. This is what I was talking about. I've complained about the skill vending machines in the past as well. And that's one thing that they're changing here. That's mostly what they're changing. And it's like I was saying, they are responding and actually acting on the feedback that they're given, which I think is kind of rare in today's climate in the game community. So we see that with the all those things they've added to the skill machine. But this is something I just made a video on last week, and it is Sylviven. Sylviven's passive is horrible. It's awful. I mean, having a legendary Kardmi that only makes it rain for 5 turns, why would you do that? Like, it's a terrible ability. But here they've actually done the buff with the balance adjustment. It says in rainy weather, both its attack and its special attack are increased by 50%. Not the craziest buff out there, but it is a buff nonetheless, and I'm excited to see what you guys think, and let me know if you were still rocking with Sylviven, how much better he feels after this change. Finally, they added a super highly requested feature, and I'm going to be utilizing this to start rewarding some of my people in the community, some of my viewers and such like that. They've added a monthly pass gift feature, which when they're purchasing a monthly pass, trainers can get the choice to gift the version, allowing them to either activate it for themselves or send it to another trainer as a gift. That's huge. Been asking for that for quite a bit of time. But now let's go on into the main course, the meat and potatoes of this thing, and actually see how this all plays out in game. So we're here at the vending machine, the skill vending machine, and we see the Wish Resonance as well as the Journey and Premium rewards. The Journey and Premium rewards are really good. I think always allowing us to get more skill coins is really good. It'd be interesting to see whether these are seasonal rewards, which I'm starting, now that I'm saying out loud, probably will be. I don't know that that's frequent enough, but it does give us a really good reward at the end, which is a mod piece, what they call a universal mod, and that allows us to upgrade any piece or any skill card, excuse me, and that's huge for people who are super unlucky getting the legendary exclusive skills for the exclusive Kardmis more than once. Like, I know I'm pretty unlucky with that as well. So that's really going to help players kind of close the gap on some of these paid players who can afford to whale on the skill card system and get more than one exclusive legendary Kardmi skill every time that event comes out. In addition to that, you can see the skill card points that I'm getting accumulating by drawing. I used a lot of mine recently just on random stuff, but this acts as another kind of form of pity system where you can pick one card that you want to get as your target, and after 100 draws you are guaranteed to get it, and then you can put 3 exclusion cards, which will mean that you will not draw those cards. So I recommend putting ones that are kind of like maxed out, or not maxed out, but ones that you just don't want, I guess. It's just, again, like I said, another form of pity system. That way, theoretically after 100 draws, you'll be able to get not 1, but 2 S tier cards. I'm really still hoping that they add a higher tier, higher than S, but that's something that we'll see in the future. So these are the systems primarily that I'm going to show you guys today. I'm not really going to get into the weeds of the shiny Kardmipedia. It's not a big deal. Cool to have, but not a big deal. I'm not really going to get into the weeds of Sylviven's new passive. You guys know how I feel about that. It's a good passive. It was a much needed buff for Sylviven. What I would like to kind of like briefly touch on is the fact that we are 2 months into season 2, excuse me, and I'm really taking their silence at this point as a good thing. At 7 Pirates, that is. I think they probably got their heads down. They're doing a lot of big things for season 3. Like I said, I know we're getting some big features like some more Kardmi variation, the ability to be able to color our Kardmi however we want to. That's going to be exciting. I do hope we start getting some teases and some information coming out about Season 3 relatively soon. And as soon as I got any kind of information about that out, I will let you guys know, because I'm excited about Season 3 and the future of Kardmi in general. But guys, that is going to do it for me. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this update. I feel like it has some pretty solid changes. And like I said, kind of close the gap some between paid players and free to play players. And like I said, you guys let me know down in the comments what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next one.